Understanding this level of connection feels like a mystery, but knowing precisely where and how to create a meaningful bond can make all the difference. Today we're going through 7 unique areas that, when approached with care and respect, can leave a lasting impression and spark an unforgettable connection. Remember, this isn't just about physical touch. It's about understanding the emotional depth that each gesture brings. Imagine being the person who reawakens feelings she thought were long gone. Before we start, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more insightful content. Now let's jump right in and reveal these subtle secrets. Number 1. The lower back. The lower back is a remarkably powerful area, often overlooked, but carrying a sense of grounding and security. This touch point might seem simple, but it holds a unique potential to communicate warmth and reassurance. When you place your hand gently on her lower back, it's not just a touch. It's a way of letting her know that you're present and attentive to her comfort. Imagine the two of you moving through a crowded space, perhaps navigating a bustling room, or walking together up a flight of stairs. That soft hand on her lower back becomes a gesture that says, "I'm here for you," without the need for words. This touch must be subtle, avoid heavy or forceful pressure, as this isn't about control, it's about quiet support, a light presence that she can feel without feeling invaded. The lower back is a spot where you can offer an almost invisible form of care that speaks volumes. Imagine guiding her gently through a doorway, helping her into a car, or simply walking side by side. That simple touch can ground her, giving her a sense of security and calm. It's like saying, "You can lean on me," in a way that feels natural and respectful. This soft, considerate gesture, when done right, can foster a deep sense of trust and connection, creating a M that feels intimate, yet effortless. Number 2. The nape. Next, let's move to the nape, one of the most sensitive and intimate parts of her body. This area, often exposed but rarely touched, holds a special kind of vulnerability. When you approach it with gentleness, the nape can communicate closeness and trust. Imagine reaching out during a warm hug, or leaning in during a shared laugh, and your fingers brush softly against the back of her neck. This isn't a mere touch. It's a way of showing her that you respect her comfort and appreciate her openness with you. The touch on the nape should be delicate, almost like a whisper. Avoid anything heavy or intense. Instead, let it be as light as possible, like a caress that's almost not there. Imagine moments when you're close during a hug or perhaps a quiet conversation, and your fingers softly graze this area. Because the nape is such a sensitive spot, it's crucial to be thoughtful, letting her feel that you're present without being overpowering. This gentle touch signals a level of respect and appreciation that goes beyond words, making her feel both safe and valued. By treating this area with care, you create a moment that feels both intimate and respectful, a shared moment of trust that deepens the connection between you. Number 3. The arm. The arm may seem like an unexpected choice, but it can be one of the most powerful ways to create a subtle, lasting connection during meaningful conversations. A light touch on her arm can bridge the distance, creating a physical reflection of the emotional closeness you're sharing. Picture a scenario where you're both deeply engaged, exchanging thoughts, ideas, and emotions in that moment. A gentle touch on her arm becomes a way to let her know you're there with her, not just physically, but emotionally too. This touch needs to feel natural and spontaneous, almost like an unconscious gesture. There's no need to hold her arm or apply pressure. Let it be a light, fluid touch, as though your hand naturally finds its way there while you're talking. Perhaps you lean in a bit closer, your hand lightly brushing her arm as you listen. Intently, this small contact creates a bond that feels effortless, a way of saying, "I'm here and I'm truly listening." The beauty of this touch lies in its subtlety. It doesn't demand attention, but it lets her know you're engaged and fully present. This simple gesture can create an inviting space where she feels comfortable opening up and being herself, deepening your emotional connection. Number 4, the knee. The knee might not be an obvious choice, but it's incredibly powerful when done thoughtfully. Picture the two of you sitting close together, maybe watching a movie, enjoying a quiet conversation, or simply sharing a peaceful moment. Resting your hand gently on her knee becomes a way to create a shared connection, a small gesture that says, "I'm here with you." This touch is less about physical excitement and more about comfort, making her feel at ease in your presence. The touch on her knee should be gentle and relaxed, like a quiet reminder of your presence. There's no need for pressure or intensity. It's about creating a sense of calm. Imagine you're sitting side by side, perhaps enjoying the evening together, and you lightly place your hand on her knee. This touch says, "I'm here sharing this moment with you," without saying a single word. It's a touch that lets her know she's appreciated and valued, that you're fully present with her in that moment. This small but meaningful gesture can bridge the distance between you, creating an atmosphere of peace and companionship that enhances your connection. Number 5, the waist. The waist is a remarkable area for creating connection, as it can convey a profound sense of warmth, protection, and intimacy when approached thoughtfully. This is an especially sensitive spot, so when you place a gentle hand on her waist, you're not just making physical contact, you're expressing support, closeness, and a sense of groundedness that lets her know she's safe with you. Imagine you're dancing together, moving in sync to a slow rhythm, and your hand naturally finds its way to her waist. It's a gesture that's as subtle as it is powerful, allowing her to feel embraced in a way that goes beyond words, your hand on her waist. During these shared moments lets her know that you're truly present with her, holding space for her in a way that feels secure and comforting. However, this touch requires respect, effect, and gentleness. It's important to ensure that it never feels invasive or controlling. Rather, this touch should feel like an offer of support, soft and steady, letting her know that you're by her side, whether you're taking a photo together, swaying in a dance, or simply standing close. A gentle hand on her waist becomes a versatile gesture that expresses affection and reassurance. Picture her feeling safe and supported as she leans into you, knowing that your touch on her waist isn't a form of control but an invitation to feel valued and appreciated. This touch can be especially powerful when combined with shared experiences. Imagine the two of you standing side by side, watching a beautiful sunset or walking along a peaceful trail, your hand resting naturally on her waist as you take in the moment together. It's a gesture that says, "I'm here for you." Without the need for grand statements, the waist touch is intimate yet respectful, creating a memory that allows her to feel cherished and understood, deepening the bond between you in a way that feels authentic and meaningful. Number 6, the hands. Hands are one of the most powerful and expressive tools for connection, yet they're often overlooked for their potential to create closeness and intimacy. Imagine sitting across from each other in a cozy cafe, fully engaged in a deep conversation. You reach out and gently hold her hand, letting her feel your warmth and attention. This simple yet profoundly intimate gesture can say so much. It shows that you're there with her, not just physically but emotionally as well, offering her the comfort of knowing that she has your complete attention. Holding her hand should be a soft and natural gesture. It's not about applying pressure or intensity, but rather offering a gentle presence that feels supportive and sincere. Whether you're walking together along a quiet path, sitting close in a peaceful moment, or sharing a light-hearted conversation, holding hands has a timeless, universal quality that can deepen the bond between you. It's a silent way of communicating that she's important to you, that her presence matters, and that she's valued for who she is. Think about how holding hands can create a feeling of shared serenity. Imagine you're sitting on a park bench, watching the world go by, her hand softly held in yours. There's no need for words, as the touch itself communicates a sense of belonging, a feeling that you're both part of something meaningful together. The beauty of this gesture lies in its simplicity. It's a reminder of the basic human connection, an acknowledgement of trust and companionship that builds closeness without needing to be overtly romantic or intense. The power of holding hands also lies in its versatility. It's a gesture that works in almost any setting, from a casual coffee shop to a formal event, allowing you to maintain that subtle yet powerful link of connection. It allows her to relax and feel safe to understand without words that she's appreciated and respected. This timeless gesture can transform an ordinary interaction into a shared moment of intimacy, creating a bond that feels both deep and genuine. Number 7. The wrist. Finally, we arrive at the wrist, a delicate and intimate area that can evoke feelings of closeness and warmth when touched gently. The inner wrist in particular is highly sensitive and can respond to even the softest contact. It's a unique spot often overlooked, but when approached with care and thoughtfulness, it can create a connection that feels personal and romantic. Picture this, the two of you. Anticipation. Imagine gently holding her wrist in a way that suggests a sense of closeness, leaving her wondering what might come next, sparking a feeling of anticipation and warmth. It's a gesture that suggests intimacy without overwhelming her, allowing her to feel desired and valued in a way that's respectful and thoughtful. The wrist, because of its delicacy, lets you communicate a quiet admiration and affection that can make her feel cherished and understood. This touch becomes especially memorable when done during moments of connection, such as when you're sitting close, listening intently, or sharing a personal story. It's a gesture that shows you're fully present, that you're tuned into her in a way that feels real and sincere. By focusing on this small, often forgotten area, you create a shared experience that's both tender and impactful, leaving her with a feeling of connection that lasts long after the moment has passed. And there you have it, the final 3 ways to create lasting and meaningful connections through subtle, thoughtful gestures. Each of these touches, when done with respect and care, can deepen the bond between you, creating moments that resonate and leave a lasting impression. If you're interested in learning more about building genuine connections through simple, heartfelt gestures, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insight. Let's embrace these moments of connection and discover the art of forming bonds that feel both natural and